This is Alan Cockrell with ABC, former hitting coach for Colorado Rockies and the Seattle Mariners. I'm going to study some video this afternoon. There's different phases of the swing. There's a setup phase, load phase, there's a lower half, hands move, and then there's the extension and the follow through. I'm going to talk a little bit at the setup phase about balance. One of the things that I see here is with your balance, we're a little bit preset back. Okay? The knees should be inside the feet and the head should be inside the knees. And I see this back knee is sitting almost over your back foot, or it is over your back foot. I'd rather see this knee more inverted inside this foot so we have just a little bit of weight on the inside part of your front leg. That's gonna keep you from wanting to sit on that backside and spin. But we'll just run forward and we'll take a look at what happens here. We're going to run to the load up phase. Once we get to the load up phase, again, I look for balance and how we're initiating our first move into the baseball. When we get to the load up phase, all hitters, that front toe is going to hit first, but it's not until the back heel gets firmly planted on the ground are we fully loaded. When that heel hits the ground, now we're ready to make our first lower half move into the ball. The other thing I look for is equal bend in both knees. Okay, we got a little bit more bend in the back knee than in the front knee. And now we're going to go back to setting up with this knee right here over this back foot. A lot of times, Hunter, that's going to cause this front side to want to leak out of there just a little bit quick. And usually it's that front hip. And when the front hip starts to leak a little bit quick, then we have difficulty handling pitches on the outer half of the plate, outer third of the plate. We have difficulty handling off-speed pitches. So once we get to the loaded position, let's just try to keep equal bend in both knees, and let's try to keep that front hip right here. Let's try to keep that a little bit more squared up instead of starting to leak open just a little bit. Okay, we'll take it to the first move. Now we're going to try to transfer weight from the back thigh in here with this back knee. We're going to try to transfer forward into front side. Okay, in this inner part of this front thigh. This is where we're going to try to make some weight transfer or energy shifting from the back side to the front side. When we start our first move, our head should be somewhere over the belt buckle. Yours is a little bit behind. I'd rather see your head just a little bit more centered or a little bit more over the belt buckle area, more in this area right here, because it's sitting on your back side just a little bit back here. Again, we're getting a little spinny on that back leg, and we're starting to open up just a little bit too quick. So we'll run forward. We'll move into the first move with the hands. First move with the hands is the elbow starts to tuck into this slot right here. And as you can see, you've made a good first move. Your first move is dropping the elbow down, and now we're going to try to get a connection running forward with the shoulder, the elbow, the hands, and the hip. And you make a really good first move to the baseball with your hands. So this move right here with all of this in alignment is very, very good. I like what's happening here. Again, as you can see, we're sitting on that backside just a little bit. We're a little quick with that front hip, and our head is still kind of sitting over our backside, and we'd rather see that head out here over the belt buckle. That's going to help with the weight transfer, the energy shift into the front side. Okay, I'm going to run it forward to contact. Okay, the hands are in a good position, as I mentioned. We're starting to get our hands working forward in front of our body, which is a good first move. We've got a nice bat lag at this point, and bat lag is when the barrel of the bat is in a direct line with the hands working in front of the body, working in this direction. Okay, and we've got a nice straight bat lag back here. The bat lag is important because we don't want to expose the handle of the bat in the hitting area too quickly. So make a good first move with your hands. We'll run it forward. We'll run it forward to contact. And again, we're going to have a little bit of a weight shift issue sitting over the backside, okay? And we're just going to have a hard time getting full extension through this ball. So we'll run forward, past contact. You can see here we're still sitting on that backside just a little bit. I'd rather see the head more up here in this area right here. This is going to allow for good full extension through the baseball, okay? All right, we'll run it forward to the finish of the swing and even a little bit more of a recoil back with the head. So in order to get through the ball with as much force or as much bat speed as we can possibly generate, we need to try to get more into this front leg right here, all right? And if my head sits back here on the backside, it's going to be difficult to get weight shift going into the front side, all right? I do like how you're finishing with your front knees inside that foot. We're in a good position there. We can just transfer a little bit more energy from here to here, okay? So we'll run it forward to the finish. We'll see where we are under balance, okay? And we've got, again, so much recoil that we're kind of falling on this backside. And again, I think, Hunter, the biggest thing is just trying to get through the ball. And the higher in baseball that you play, it's going to be difficult to handle pitches that are on the outer half and outer third of the plate. So my suggestion would be to set up a tee and take a lot of swings in the cage and set that tee on the outer half of the plate or the outer third of the plate. Put it even with or just inside of your front foot, and let's work on that weight shift where we're driving this knee into this front thigh, okay? And let's really focus on getting that head out here over that belt buckle, okay? You've probably heard the term stay back, and stay back simply means we don't get this knee somewhere out over this front foot, okay? And we want to keep that head, obviously we want to keep that head inside that front knee. So that's basically what staying back means. And just bang about 40 to 50 balls every day or every other day, as often as you possibly can, and just work on driving energy into that front side and staying through that ball on the outer half. Okay, Hunter, I want to thank you for coming to our camp.